Hari Om. Pranam Swamiji. On behalf of Arsha Vidya Gurukulam, we welcome you all for the Bhagavad Gita sessions today, both in person and online viewers. I have just a couple of quick announcements to make. After this class, for the people who are here, the prasadam will be served in the main building, in the lobby. And after the Aarti, after the class, we have Dakshinamurti afternoon Aarti, and then we'll serve the prasadam in the main building. And then on February 15th, we have the one Sunday after, we have Mahashivratri. And for Mahashivratri celebration, we do Om Namah Shivaya chanting starting from 7 o'clock till 6 in the evening. And afterwards, we do Maharudrabhishekam to Dakshinamurti. And it will go up till 8 o'clock, and after that, Mahaprasadam will be served on that day. So we welcome you all who are here, as well as people who are watching online. And if you are coming from a longer distance, if you want to stay that night or please reach out to us. And all the information is there even in our weekly email, which we will be sending again. So, yeah, thank you very much, and Hari Om.
Om Sahna Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Saha Viryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So, continue with that. Gita is the most practical text, most practical teaching for daily life for two reasons. One is looking at the Jagat as Ishvara and accepting the things as they are, because there's a law of karma. Some difficulties everyone faces, including Lord Krishna in his form. The war is there. And they are very powerful, enemies are very powerful people there in that war. So accepting the law of karma, there will be sometimes dukkha, there will be sometimes sukha. Seeing as a fair creation and seeing that my own older karmas could be from previous birth, may be affecting my life here now. So, and the Upanishad says, looking at the world as Ishvara, the Upanishad says, Ishvara is the eye of the eye in Ken Upanishad, ear of the ear, mind of the mind. What makes the mind the mind? What makes the eyes to see, the capacity to see, is Ishvara. What makes the ears, ears? The Shakti, that is Ishvara. So when you look at another person, when you look at your own children, your wife, your husband, your relatives, Don't they have eyes? Don't they have ears? Don't they have mind? If they do, that is Ishvara. The light of those sense organs is Ishvara. That's one thing. View the Jagat as Ishvara, accepting the law of karma. Second important thing is attitude of karma yoga. See, the whole Shastra wants to give you peace of mind. It is not to create wealth. It is not to create buying more houses. It's a adhyatmic Vidya. Means giving inner peace, inner joy, inner relaxation, freedom from anxiety, fear, depression. That is its purpose. What does the law of karma yoga? What is karma yoga? A result comes from Ishvara. He is the karma phaladata. The laws are his laws. Your choice is over action because you have free will. You can do wrong action, you can do right action. But the phala comes from karma phala data, which is Ishvara. He is the one who set it up, this law. Now, if it's phala coming from Ishvara, it's like in the temple. You offer some fruits or some sweet to give to the priest to offer to Ishvara, Bhagavan. And then priest does offer to Bhagavan and brings it back to you as a prasadam. You receive it with great respect. It's coming from Ishvara. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be laddu from Tirupati temple. It could be barfi. It could be some simple sweet. Or it may be just tirtham, water. Or it could be just a leaf. But it is prasadam, coming from Ishvara. You receive it with great respect. You do like this, touching your eyes. So what about your karma phala? Isn't that coming from Ishvara? It is coming from Ishvara. You take it as prasadam. Whatever comes in your life, you have the choice over the action. You do those actions and offer it to Ishvara. Bhagavan, you put me in this creation. You gave me this body, mind, senses. I am in this objective reality, empirical reality. I had to live. And sometimes I'm dukkha, I get scared. Sometimes I'm sukha, I'm happy. So I'm getting both kinds of phalas. So if you take it as prasadam, because coming from Ishvara, with great respect, happily accepting it, what kind of inner peace you will have? What kind of anxiety you will have? What kind of depression you will have? They all subside because you are in touch with Ishvara and it's coming from Ishvara. So karma yoga attitude, looking at the world as Ishvara's form, is the most practical thing. It gives a joy in your life. You don't worry about what others do. You don't worry about others hurt you. You protect yourself. That's also given by Ishvara. But you take it as coming from Ishvara. It's a prasada buddhi. So now you move on to the Swarupa of Ishvara, the nature of God. Arjuna says, Tvam Aksharam. Same verse, Kasmach Tena Nameran Mahatman Griyase Brahmano Pyadi Kartre. Why would these rishis, devatas not do namaskar to you, knowing you very well, your gunas, your form? Hey Mahatman, Bhagavan, you are greater than all the devatas. Even you are the creator of Brahmaji, Hiranyagarbha. You are Ananta, no end. But your being is not like space, no end. You are a conscious being. Very important. I am a conscious being, but I am aware. But I am Anta, limited. Bhagavan is a conscious being, but his form is limitless form. You can't even imagine in your mind what it will be like. Okay, he is not an object. So he mentions again, Ananta, no limit, Devesha, you are the Lord of all the devatas, deities, Jagannivasa, you are the place where the whole Jagat abides, Tam Aksharam, next word. Aksharam means you are Aksharam, you are indestructible. Nobody can destroy you by any means, at any time, with anything. You are indestructible, you cannot be destroyed. Ksharam means without awe. Aksharam means non-destructible. If you remove awe, it becomes ksharam. Ksharam means destructible. Okay? Then this ksharam, destructible, but how come you are saying you are akshara, but whatever I see, which is your form, is kshara, is destructible? How this mixture is possible? One thing is destructible, one thing is indestructible. It cannot be both. One is with gunas, one is without gunas, nirguna. It cannot be both. What is with guna is called saguna, Brahman. What is called nirguna means without gunas, without attributes. Bhagavan has both names because Ishvara is the objective reality which has gunas. How is that mixture possible? Gunas and without guna, kshara and akshara, destructible and indestructible. How could one being be both? And then the next word says, sad asat. Sat means existent things. Asat means which are not perceptible, which are like cause and effect. Cause is avyakta, you don't see it. and affect which you see it, perceive it. You are both. That's what the creation is. Cause and effect. Seed is the cause, tree is the effect. You don't see tree in the seed, but when it manifests, it becomes effect. You see it, you perceive it. So your Sat and Asat, which is the Kshara world, is within this world. Don't get confused with Sat here. This Sat means the things which exist. Other Sat, which is part of the definition of Bhagavan, Satyam Jnanam Anantam or Satchit Ananda, that Sat represents the limitless reality. This Sat we are talking about the world, the things in the world which you say they exist. And so the Bhagavan, Arjuna says to Bhagavan, you are Sad and Asat. You are both cause and effect. Tat Param Yat. And also, you transcend both of them. You are neither Sat nor Asat. How is that possible? Cause and effect, Sat and Asat, are also Kshara. But you are Akshara. And cause and effect, you are. But you are above that also. Param transcends those. How is it possible? Dream you are. When you dream, you are the Sat and Asat in the dream, you are. But you transcend the dream. When you wake up, you are still there. What happened to the dream? What happened to the changing world in the dream? You are unaffected. You drop it. You're having really bad nightmare. And the nightmare wakes you up. And you're woken by the nightmare. So, oh man, that was not real. That was only dream. What a relief. Same here. Sat and Asat is the Jagat, the world. Kshara is world changing, destroying, getting constantly changed. But Bhagavan is Akshara. He is Kshara and Akshara. He is Saguna and Nirguna, both. How is it possible? There, you have to look into the Jagat. Look into the world. What kind of world it is. When you don't analyze it, it is real. You won't be able to you won't be able to solve this issue. You have to do viveka. You have to do vichara, inquiry. You have to discriminate. This teaching is of viveka. Discriminating what is real, what is not real. Look at an object. You have a shirt. What is a shirt? They are really speaking threads. What is a thread? Look into it. You have to do viveka. Really speaking, they are fibers. So what you are wearing are fibers. Look into the fiber. What is the fiber? Which appear as thread. What is a shirt? Is a thread which appear as shirt. The thread appears as shirt. Threads woven together appear as shirt. But the reality is thread. The reality of thread is the fibers. Then what is the reality of the fiber? Atoms. What is the reality of an atom? Electrons, protons, neutrons, charged particles. What is a particle? What is the reality of the particle? Particle is the one which occupies no space. Your shirt disappeared. It occupies no space. That's its reality. Time. What is time? Basis became shirtless. What is time? Look into the time. What is the reality of time? Is year time? What is the unit of time? Is month time? Unit of time is not month. Is week time a week? 7 days? No. The unit of week is made up of 7 units of days. Is a day is the unit? No. Day has 24 units of hours. Is hour a time? No. An hour has 60 units of seconds. Is second the time? No. A second has so many microseconds. Is microsecond the time? No. A microsecond has nanoseconds. You keep dividing it up. You end up with timelessness. Presence is the truth of time. Now is the truth of time. Time is imposed on timelessness. Shirt is imposed on shirtless presence. Time, shirt ends up in presence. Time ends up in timelessness. You can analyze your body. What is your body? Different types of cells. Combination of different types of cells. They call it name and form because each cell has a form and it has a name. Heart cell, muscle cell, because different forms are there. And if you look into single cell, it ends up in same thing with atoms. What are the atoms? Electrons, protons, neutrons. What are they? Charged particles. What is a particle? Which occupies no space. What happened to your body? It disappears into presence, to existence. Is. The form is not real. It declines kshara. What remains is akshara. The presence is akshara. Now is akshara. Timeless is akshara. One is real what should we call the other? The Jagat, the empirical reality, the objective reality, the Saguna Brahma. What should we call that? It's not real. The definition of real is which does not change in time, which is nitya, always the same. That's the real, paramarthik real, absolutely real. But here, we find that whatever I observe, hear, taste, touch, it has some kind of existence, otherwise I won't be able to experience it. But it's not absolutely real. And it is not absolutely non-existence also, like a rabbit's horn. It's not like that. It has some kind of reality, which is neither real nor unreal. So what should we call it? They have to give some word to this world, to this reality, objective reality, which upon analysis doesn't seem to be the same thing what we see. What should we call it? They call it, they have to give a word, mithya. Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya. It is in between reality, other than Sat and Asat. You can't define it categorically, but it is there. It is there as long as you experience it. It is there as long as you see it. This is the reality of the objective world. Bhagavan is Akshara, does not change. Whereas when you say, I am this body, Mr. So-and-so, Mrs. So-and-so, Miss So-and-so, whatever, you identify with the body which is changing. So you said Akshara is also present here. Akshara is the whole Jagat. That means Akshara pervades my body also. So Nitya pervades my body in the Anitya Deha. Now look at it. When you are observing it, when you are doing analysis, doing viveka, discrimination, and you find time disappears, it ends up in timelessness. You find your body disappears, ends up in presence, in existence. What remains there? Do you, the observer, the one who is doing viveka, do you disappear? You never disappear. This is where the identity comes. That Akshara Brahma, Ishvara, is your Swarupa, is your nature. Even though the form, your form is limited, Brahman's form, Ishvara's form is no limit. But Swarupa, which you use the word aham, I, has no limit. Is the same Swarupa. Sat, Chit, Ananda. That's why you say, I am, I exist. Are you inert? No, I am conscious. You are Chit. Do you enjoy, sometimes have happiness, experience of happiness? Yes, I do have experience of happiness. Did you ever analyze where is it coming from? Seems to be coming from outside. The reality is coming from you inside, from yourself. Sat Chit Ananda. Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. The reality, the oneness is at the level of nature, not at the level of upadhi. Upadhi means your form, mind, deha, sense organs, they are limited. But when you use the word aham, aham is the same aham of Ishvara. Because of avidya, ignorance, it covers Swarupa of Ishvara. And avidya makes you identify. Avidya means ignorance of yourself. Makes you identify whatever form you have in front. You identify with it. And all the karmas belong to this entity called jiva, individual. But the Shastra, it shows you that Swarupa is the same. Knowing the Swarupa, you are free. Because your Swarupa has no death. Your Swarupa has no kshara. And that is where the freedom comes. You want to be free from the pains of deha. You want to be free from the pains of the mind. You want to be free from the pain of your limitations. Teaching says that belongs to upadhi. Upadhi means like you wear clothes. But the being behind the clothes, who's wearing the clothes, that is not affected by what one wears. The same being, if he wears an actor of a beggar, he knows, that's the difference. He knows I'm not a beggar, I'm going to make much more money when I show a good role, play a good role of a beggar. Beggar is an upadhi. Those clothes are an upadhi. But inside the person is not a beggar. Now in the next scene, he becomes a king. He wears the robes of a king. The king robes are upadhi. The person is the same. Similarly, your deha is an upadhi. Your mind is an upadhi. The person behind these upadhis is Sat Chit Ananda. Is free from any limitation. That's where the identity comes, the teaching of Tat Tvam Asi. It destroys all the dukkha. It destroys all the karmas. It destroys all the limitations. They don't belong to you. They belong to upadhi. This is what the teaching of the Bhagavad Gita or the Upanishad is. Okay, so this verse is over. Kasmat tena nameran mahatman griyase brahmanopyadhikartre ananta devesha jagan nivasa tvamaksharam sadasat tatparam yat. He's praising Ishvara. That's what you are. And in the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna shows Arjuna, teaches him. Not only Virat Swarupa, but teaches him, makes him see, hey, your Swarupa and my Swarupa is the same. Bhagavan shows him, my upadhi is limitless upadhi. Your upadhi is limited. But those both upadhis are mithya, not real, absolutely real. If you remove the status of Ishvaratvam or Jivatvam, there's one reality. So now we are going to do a little meditation. Okay? The steps in meditation are first, we relax, consciously relax the body. Just this is a time for yourself. Okay, for a few minutes, you can just forget about everything else. This is an appointment you have with yourself. So, first you relax your body. And I'll show you. It's going to be a guided meditation. You relax your body, and we're going to relax it consciously. From there, we're going to go focus. The whole idea is the mind is all busy in the world. Mind is attached to your own body. We need the mind to focus on your own swarupa, your own nature. So how should we do it? First, we make the body comfortable. We take the phones, let them be quiet. Don't, use the phone. Because this is an appointment you have with yourself. Consciously, we relax the body. Then, we take one of the sense organs. We're trying to bring the mind to adhyatmika, means yourself, away from the world. So to do that, we bring it to the body, then one of the sense organs, then prana, then mind, then the one who observes the mind. That is you. So, sit in a posture which is comfortable to you. You should be able to sit half an hour in a position which you are not distracted. Slowly, slowly, you can practice that. Relax top of your head. Eyes closed gently. I'll be doing with you. My eyes will also be closed. Eyes closed gently like Buddha's eyes in a statue. There are no wrinkles on the eyelids. Relax your forehead. No wrinkles. Consciously relax your forehead. Relax your cheeks, chin, lips, neck, left shoulder, right shoulder. Relax your left arm, left elbow, below the elbow, left wrist, left hand, left fingers. Relax your right shoulder, right arm, right elbow, below the elbow, right wrist, right hand, right fingers. Relax. Relax your chest, abdomen, left thigh, knee, below the knee, left ankle, left foot, left toes. Relax. Relax your right thigh, right knee, below the knee, right ankle, right foot, right toes. Relax. Relax the whole body. Observe your breathing process without changing it. Just the normal, natural breathing process. Feel the sensation of the breath coming in, going out. Coming in, going out. Natural process. At home, you can spend more time on watching, observing the breath. Next, focus on one of the sense organs. We focus on sense of touch. Eyelids touching each other. Lips touching each other. Arms touching the lap. Fingers touching each other, the touch. The feet touching the floor, the touch. Next, we go to the mind. Because of the restriction of time, here we are going a little quicker, but at home you can spend more time on each step. First, we want to free the mind, because this is an appointment you have with yourself. Let the people of concern, which they have their own places, you keep them outside for a few minutes. The things you are concerned with, for the time being, keep them out of your mind into their own places. They are outside. You don't have to carry them inside your head for now. You have an appointment with yourself. Imagine a red rose Imagine a river. Imagine a mountain. Imagine the birds flying in the sky. Imagine an ocean. Under what light do you see the rose? How do you recognize the rose in your mind? How do you recognize the thought of river in your mind? What light shines up? The thought of an ocean in your mind. What light shines up? A thought of cows in a meadow, grazing cows. Under what light you recognize the thought of a river? It is your light of consciousness, of Atma. You let the thought come. A rose, red rose, let it go. Thought of an ocean, let it go. Thought of a river, let it go. Thought of birds flying in the sky, let them go. Any thought comes, you let it go. Don't try to push any thought away. Don't try to make a judgment on any thought, good or bad. They are all just pictures in your head. Let them come, let them go. The trick is, don't go with them. They shine in your light of consciousness. They appear in front of you. You light them up, you shine them, and they disappear. You shine them and they disappear. You remain unchanged. You're pure light of consciousness. Chit. This is your Swarupa, your beingness. Let the thoughts come, let them go. Don't go with them. Don't reject them. Don't try to push them away. Let them all come, let them go. Don't go with them. In Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, Yajnavalkya goes to the Rishi Yajnavalkya, goes to King Janaka's kingdom. King asks him, Yajnavalkya, under what light you transact your business? You sit, you move around, you do your activities, and you come back. Under what light? Yajnavalkya says, it is the sunlight. Under what light do you do your transactions if the sunlight is not there? Yajnavalkya says, the moonlight. When the moonlight is not there, under what light do you do your transactions? You sit, you go around, you do your actions and come back. If the moonlight is not there, he says, Agni. Agni means the stars. The stars light, I do my transactions. If the stars are not there, it's a clouded sky. Under what light you do your transactions? The Rishi says, walk means speech, sound. If somebody calls, I follow that path. The sound becomes my light. Rishi says, if the sound is not there, under what light you do transactions? You can't even see your arms. But you sit, you walk around, you do your actions, and you come back. Rishi says, that's the light of Atma. Atma's Swarupa is effulgence being. Dyotnatmaka. Swayam bhati. There's no light which shines up the light of consciousness. It shines by itself. It's the Swarupa of Atma. It is your Swarupa. You abide in your Swarupa in meditation. The thoughts come, thoughts go. The light remains shining. Swayam bhati. Swata siddha. Nothing shines it. It shines everything else. Just listen. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Hare. Hey Bhagavan, Hare, take away my pain, my dukkha, my family's pain. Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Hare. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Guru Bhyo Namah. Hari Om. Thank you.